to my next crochet project because I can't be stopped. In my last crochet project, I made this top. I made this out of cotton yarn. I actually made it out of this one here. It's 100% pure DK cotton by James C. Brett. Really like this cotton for this project, and for the next project that I'm going to be working on, I thought I was going to use the same yarn. And then at Crochet Club the other day, I was asking Stephanie at the Creative Knitter, what yarn should I use? Because if you have the yarn, I'd rather just get it from you than have to travel an hour out of my way to go to Lens Mills to pick up this type of yarn, because it's the only place that I know that sells it in my area. And I know I could buy it online, but I ain't waiting for that. And she suggested the perfect type of yarn. So I ended up buying this yarn right here. It is Barocco Modern Cotton DK. Never used this. I've used the Barocco Vintage DK and the Barocco Vintage Worsted, but I've never used this one, so I'm really excited to see what it does. That being said, I should probably tell you what I'm doing. I wrote it down. I want to make sure I say it right. I'm going to be making the Morpho top that was designed by Michaela for Lemon Ephemera. I'm pretty sure that's how it pronounces. It is a really beautiful monarch butterfly design, and I saw that and I'm like, I want to make this. Now this is actually a different type of crochet that I've never done before. I've heard of it and I've always wanted to do it. I'm pretty sure it is called FILET crochet. You'll get it. I'm just full of, I don't know how to pronounce things today. Just leaving gaps in between your stitches, and then that will create a pattern. So kind of like, you know, how I would do a tapestry project where I'm making an image with different colors. This one, I'm actually skipping stitches to make the image. And I've wanted to do this for a while. My friend Julia showed me this book that she had, and it was a really cool book, and there was duck patterns in there. Okay, and I've always wanted to do it, but I'm just like, you know what, maybe I should use somebody's pattern who's done the math, who's figured it out, and then I can make that, and then I can learn how to do it properly, and then I can make my own designs and stuff. In the pattern, she used Kobo, I think that's what it's called. Again, I'm really bad at pronouncing things today. Lion brand Kobo or Kobu cotton yarn, and I've never used that cotton yarn before, and I was ready to go and buy that type of cotton yarn. Unfortunately, they don't have the color I want. The color I want is red. I'm really obsessed with red lately, and I wanted a red one, and they don't have red. It's a lot more like pastel neutral colors. I know the blue that she has is so pretty, and I would love to do that one, or like a teal or something, but I have red in my mind, and that's what I want to do. And funny enough, Stephanie from the Creative Knitter was actually working on a top with this yarn, and she said that the pattern that she was using also recommend Kobu yarn. And she was using this, and she says that it was working out fine, so it was perfect timing, and I'm like, I will buy this one. I don't know what size I'm gonna do quite yet. I'm either gonna do the large or the medium. Again, I do like a more billowy, I don't want anything too restricted, and especially if it's gonna be a top like this where it ties up. Don't come at me because I'm doing another tie-up thing. It's not a vest this time. There's sleeves. It's different. I could make it a vest. So I don't know if I'm gonna do the large or the medium. I did buy enough yarn for the large, so if I end up going to the medium, I'll have more than enough yarn. So we're just gonna see where it goes, and hopefully it turns out really cute and I can wear it for the summertime. I don't know, this is the year. Every few years I kind of want to wear more cutesy, pretty little things, and then the fall comes and that's old man fall. So let's start working on this new project. If you're new to my channel and you like crocheting and yarn and thrifting and the 80s and like cabin vibes, please hit the subscribe button. My goal this year, and I know I keep saying this, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but for all those who don't know, I'd like to get to 100,000 subscribers. But if you watch my videos and you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. This is the yarn, and I am using a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. I don't know how I feel about this. It's a real small hook. Everything will be fine. This is going to be interesting because the way the pattern is written is like you do the whole thing pretty much at once. Like you don't do panels. So yeah, I'm just going to start this today and hopefully it goes well. 5, 6, 7, 8. I needed to chain over 200 chains. I feel the best way for me to do this is I have to say it out loud, and I have to record myself saying it out loud, because if at any point I lose track or something distracts me, I'll be able to stop doing what I'm doing, look back at the footage, and I can see the number that I said and where I might have messed up or whatever. So that's what I do when I have to do a lot of chains, because it takes a while, and if you forget something and you don't remember what number you're on, you're gonna have to start it all over again. I spent about an hour doing so many crochets. over 200 crochets, and I was just about to start the third row, and then I was looking at it and it's way too big. So I just kind of like laid it on here. That's how much extra. I was doing the large. And don't come at me because I did somewhat of the gauge swatch, but I also didn't do a gauge swatch. When it comes to sizing, I always go up a size because I like it a little bit baggy. This is too much. So I think I'm actually gonna do the medium size, but that means I have to take everything apart and then recount a bunch of chains. Yeah. So I've already made a mistake. Besides realizing I have to switch from a large to a medium. I should be counting because I had to do like 11 stitches and I did 12. And I'm already like so close to the end of the first row, which means I have to take all of this off. And normally it wouldn't bother me, but I can't watch TV at this moment because I'm on the first row. I think it will be easier once I got the first one done and I see like the little spaces, and I'll be able to figure that out. And I'm doing the same thing I do for my tapestries, that I took the grid and I put it in Procreate so I can like highlight the lines that I did. To me, that just works. But I really should be counting these. Which means I have to take it apart and redo it. It's fine. I just really wanted to watch TV. Because I'm currently watching Clarkson's Farm. Season 4, and I really want to watch it, but I can't because I got to get this one row done. There's a lot of counting. Okay, so I just literally finished doing the video where I put the shelf in, made my little Stranger Things thing, put all my sweaters and stuff. I gotta do something with this area here. It's very blank, but I do need this space because there is a power bar. I'm going off topic. How far have I gotten on this project, which I completely forgot that I needed to do an update about? I've gotten this done. I think I am just starting the butterfly part right now because there's a big butterfly on the back. Again, this is actually one piece, so it's gonna like wrap around. I hope I'm not taking it apart if it's too small. That's all I'm saying. No, I think this will be good. Can you see the design? Is it showing up? I was really worried yesterday. I was kind of like holding it up to the mirror and I wasn't seeing an image, and I'm like, oh no, did I pick the right yarn? Still don't know if I picked the right yarn. I kind of wish I would have went with that cotton yarn that I used for my last project. This project here. I wanted to try something new. It's not going too bad. It's pretty good. I think I've messed up like 1 or 2 times where when you have to do these type of things, you do your double crochet and then you chain one, you skip one, and then you do another double crochet. And I think sometimes I've been doing it where I've been doing my double crochet, chaining one, not skipping, and going into like the next stitch. Or I've been doing one where I'm doing a double crochet, don't chain, skip one, and then do another double crochet. So it's a learning curve that I have to remember to do, because when you do tapestry crochet, you see the colors, you know what you have to do. But with this, it's like, is this the right pattern? Am I doing it correctly? So I feel like looking like this right now, I think it's good. Also, I don't know if I'm gonna be making it into a short sleeve top like the pattern suggests. I think I might be making this into another vest. I know, but hear me out, okay? I'm not gonna go shopping and buy a bunch of tank tops or like sleeveless tops to wear with this, because I don't think I'd be comfortable wearing a t-shirt underneath it, whereas I feel like I'd be more comfortable wearing a t-shirt underneath a vest. And I also did buy a really cute top the other day. I bought this one. I actually did buy this one at a Winners, which is also a Marshall's. I saw it and I'm like, these colors are so cute. So could you imagine this with this, right? Like this top with this vest on top. I think that's gonna look adorable, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's not because I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to do the sleeves and get the video out when I wanna get it out. That is not what's happening. That's a little bit the reason. I do kind of just wanna make it a vest, but also I'll just make the sleeves later if I want sleeves. You know, it's not too difficult. For right now, I think I just want it to be like a cute little vest, and then I can wear cute tops with, because I have taken y'all's suggestions from the last vest videos I've done, and I have invested in some really cute tops. I think this is actually going to be a vest instead, and that's great, because then that's 2 less things I have to do. I don't got to do the sleeves. But yeah, that's just the update here. I do want to work on it more today. I'm kind of hoping to get this done by Thursday. That gives me 3 days to work on it. It seems very simple to do, but it's so easy to make a mistake. I accidentally did 3 like holes here, and there's only supposed to be 2 on this row, which means I now have to take apart what I just did because I read it wrong. It's just annoying, you know, but I feel like I'm getting somewhere. I am almost halfway done this project. Have there been some hiccups? Yes. Have I had to take some rows apart? Yes. I'm slowly seeing the finish line, but also I'm seeing the image. Okay, I was really worried that maybe I picked the wrong type of yarn. Maybe the yarn and the hook just wasn't gonna work and it wouldn't have shown up because of like how the stitches look normally. I think those are supposed to be flowers. And then I'll flip it to the back. All right, do we see a butterfly? I mean, not the whole butterfly. I'm halfway down the butterfly, but do we see this? Are we seeing a butterfly right now? I'm almost at the point where I have to start doing the panels individually. So very similar to that flower garden vest that I did like a month ago, where you do work the whole bottom part all as one piece, like the two sides and the back is all one piece. And then eventually you do the right side, the left side, and the middle separately. I am almost at that point, and that is fantastic. I think I'm gonna keep going, maybe just do an hour today, see where I get to, because eventually I'm gonna have to get to that point where I am decreasing the sides here. This is where I am right now, and I'm really excited to see what's gonna look like when it's done. Although this is a little bit more trickier than I thought it was gonna be, I think it's turning out pretty good. Update on the vest. I am almost done the first panel. So it's gonna go like this. It's gonna get wrapped around like this. I think I have like 4 more rows to go. I think I'm gonna be happy with this. Again, I am just going to make it into a vest. I think the vest is gonna look just as good. And if I feel like in the fall time, I wanna add some sleeves, then I'll add some sleeves. But I don't think I'm gonna add any sleeves right now. Oh my goodness, that's a butterfly. Is that a butterfly? I'm sorry, but I was crocheting most of this in the car today and I thought I was just making a flower or some random shape. I didn't realize it was gonna be a butterfly. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I can see the butterfly. Oh my God, there's two butterflies. Here's the thing, I know the pattern I bought. I understand there's butterflies. I thought these were supposed to be flowers. I don't know. From the graph, it did not look like butterflies. Okay, and then we see the back. Oh my, this is turning out so good. This was a very trust the process type of project. It's really hard to see kind of like what you're doing. Like if you're looking at it like this, I don't see the image. I just see a bunch of holes everywhere. But then as soon as I pick it up, it's a butterfly. And then there's the big butterfly on the back, the 2 butterflies here. Oh my goodness, that is gonna look so gosh darn cute. I'm sorry, I knew they were butterflies, but at the same time, I'm just like very surprised of how well it is working out. Last night, I did finish this one here and I got most of the back done. I got the main butterfly done, but I still have to do the top part today and I still have to do the other side. The other side I don't think is going to take me that long because this side did not take me that long. I think I'm doing pretty good though. It's like 1:30 right now. I know I can get this done. The back panel is now done and now I'm going to work on the last front panel. First panel I did not take me a really long time to do, so I don't think this one's going to take me a really long time to do, which is fantastic. I'm already thinking of my next crochet projects that I want to work on after I'm done this. I'm definitely going to be able to get this done today. So close of being done. And I made another mistake. I've had to rip out so many rows. If you want to do this project, don't get frustrated if you have to pull out a bunch of rows, because I had to. It's all crocheted and now I just have to sew the top parts, like the shoulder parts together, and hopefully it looks the way it's supposed to look. How do I put this? I might have used the wrong yarn. I tried it on and it was like down to here. It was really long and the arm was like down to here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take apart what I just did, meaning I had stitched up the arms. Yes, I know I should have tried it on before I stitched it up, but it's me and I trust the pattern. I trusted the pattern. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take, I think, 4 rows off on each side, then sew them up because this is so much better. And then what I realized is I do have to do a single crochet border around the whole thing. So I thought I was like done early today because it's 7 o'clock. No, I have a lot more work to do today, but that's fine. At least it's this. Pattern will still look really cute. I think that maybe the yarn I used was maybe just a little too lightweight. I don't know, but I did actually go into Len's Mills yesterday and I looked at the Kobo yarn and I felt it, and it felt pretty much the same as this. I am well aware that I look like the Target lady right now, just the way that my hair is, and I'm wearing a red vest. I see it. I thought I should probably just show you what it looks like before I take the whole thing apart. So as you can see, the sleeve, bigger opening, it goes down a lot further than I wanted to. And the tie would sit here, whereas the new tie would sit a little bit up here. It doesn't look bad like this, but it's just not the shape that I want for this project. Gonna take some rows off on both sides just to, you know, make it the way that I want it to make it be like. Because I want to wear it and I want it to fit the way that I want it to fit me. I think I have to take 4 rows off of each side. So I put these 2 little clips here just to make sure that I know where to stop. After taking all the rows apart, I sewed it back together, and now I am working on the border of the vest. Another reason why I do like doing patterns is that they're teaching me things that I normally wouldn't have done. Normally, when I do my tie-ups, make a chain by itself, and then I'll tie that chain to the project. This one, which is so smart, would have never thought of it. Instead, you do, you know, your border, and then when you get to the certain spot where you want the tie, you chain your tie, you work your way back, and then you finish the border. I would have never thought of that technique. And like, look at how nice that is. I thought I was done. I realized the armholes. I'm gonna want to do a nice little finish for that because I really liked how it looks over here on the regular panel, and so I'm like, you know what, I should do it here too. It's almost 9 now, but I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna get the ends weaved in. I'm gonna make it look presentable for tomorrow's try on because I just want it to look nice. So I'm basically doing the exact same thing I did here to here, and then I'll be done. All right, and now the vest is all done. I think it fits exactly how I want it to fit me, which is great. I finally have a vest that I don't need to take apart. Well, I did have to take a little bit apart, but now that it's done, I don't have to retake it apart, so that's great. Can you see the little butterflies? I don't know. I can't see from where I am right now. I feel like in certain lighting you can really see them, in certain lighting you can't see them. I hope you can see them. I think this actually fits so nice. The yarn, I really do like the yarn, and I would use it again. I think that this is the perfect shape for a vest. This is what I have been trying to achieve through the other vests that I've done. I like where the tie sits. Normally I think I like my tie like a little bit more up, but because these panels are so wide, it doesn't feel very open here because it's very wide. The last one I did, the flower garden one, the straps up here were like really kind of small, and so it was more of an opening, like a bigger gap right here, whereas this one, it has nice wide shoulders. Again, sleeves are supposed to be on this, but I don't think sleeves are necessary. Also, I don't think I would have had enough yarn to do the sleeves. This is the third one that I had to wind up, so maybe this would have been enough for the sleeves, but also I don't think sleeves are necessary for this particular top because there's no design on the sleeves, so it's not like I'm missing out on something, but also I want to wear t-shirts underneath it, and I think if I were to wear sleeves, it would just be very uncomfortable. We see the front, let's go see the back. Can you see the butterfly on the back? There is the big butterfly on the back. There's some detail at the bottom, and then there's some detail at the top. So do we see the butterfly? Again, in certain lighting, I feel like it really shows up, and in other lighting, I feel like it doesn't. I really love this pattern. I think it is adorable. Again, I did have to take some stitches off the top here, or some rows, and I wish I kind of knew that before I crocheted all of them, because then I would have been done it a little bit earlier. But it's fine, at least I didn't have to add anything. I'm also really glad that I did go around and do that single crochet border. I think that looks really nice. I like how this fits. I like this, okay? Do you hear it in my voice, my excitement that I actually like a vest? That never happens. I think this is the first vest that I actually love. And then I really do like the little tie. So instead of making the tie separate and then tying it on, it's just crocheted right into the pattern. Now, it did take me 20 hours to make, which is like a little bit longer, you know, than a normal vest, but I was trying to follow a pattern and do something that I've never done before. And honestly, I really love this type of crochet. It's just, I gotta remember certain things. A lot of times I was forgetting to do a chain, but then I was skipping over a stitch. Or I was doing a chain and not skipping over a stitch. I had to kind of get in the habit of remembering what I'm supposed to be doing. And a few times, more than a few times, I've had to take rows apart. But what I do like about this type of crochet is that you can't really get that far with a mistake without noticing it, because you will notice it right away when you're coming back on the next row. And that has happened a few times, and then that's what I had to realize. The only problem is that if I messed up, like on the bottom half, I'd have to take so many stitches out, which was a little annoying, but I mean, I got through it. The vest is now done, and I think it looks adorable. I give this vest probably a 10 out of 10. I know, my very first 10 out of 10 vest. I think it looks good. I think it fits nice. I actually really do like this yarn. It crocheted so beautifully. I think that pretty much sums up this vest. There's not really much to say other than I really love the pattern, and I will be linking the pattern in the description below if y'all want to purchase it and make this for yourself. It was a very easy pattern to follow. In the pattern there is a grid, but then also there is written instructions. So for people who don't like following a grid and like following instructions, you got both options there. Me, I like doing the grid. Sometimes I get confused when there's writing involved. I definitely want to do this type of crocheting again. I think that does it for this video, so y'all have a good day now.